Hey there, everyone. Showing up my Tennessee Titans spirit with this blanket. And we are on day 4 of the AFC South injury report. This one is the day 3 of Baltimore Ravens and Tennessee Titans. Now, Baltimore Ravens, they have, and here's the thing. Tennessee Titans have no injury destinations, but Baltimore Ravens, they have 6 people today. So let's get on with the Ravens first. The only slight improvements were DJ Fluker, who was limited, Marlon Humphrey, who fully participated, Patrick Mahari participated, Yannick Njoku fully participated. Everything else remained the same, but Derek Wolfe and Ben Brinson were on the list today. Derek Wolfe did not practice. Ben Brinson was limited today. And here's the thing. 6 of these people are questionable. Here I'm going to break it down. The people that are questionable are DJ Fluker, Marlon Humphrey, Willie Snead, Patrick Macari, Yannick Njoku, and Ben Brinson. Unbelievable. That's the list of 6 players that are questionable for this game. Now, for Tennessee side, no one's injury was reported. Not even A.J. Brown, who did not practice today for the second time in a row. The only improvements we saw was Dennis Kelly and Rogers Southfield, who were both limited. Also, Ben Jones got demoted to limited. Darrington Evans, Adoree Jackson, and Derrick Henry all fully participated. Everything else remained the same. So expect Derek Robertson in this game. So wait. Now let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens Tennessee Titans game. People, here's how it goes down. It is Baltimore versus Tennessee, and the stakes are really high. They both ended the season 11-5. The Ravens are coming off 2 straight losses against the Titans, and they were both in Baltimore. Now, here's the thing. The road team has been 4-0 the last 4 games in playoffs history. That's right. Every time 2 of those games were in Nashville, the Ravens won. 2 of the games that were in Baltimore, Tennessee Titans won, including last year's playoffs. Titans demolished them 28-12 in the divisional round. Meanwhile, the last game in Nashville ended total disaster with a total disaster. 13-10 Baltimore. Course, Chris Johnson got injured that game. Hopefully A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry don't suffer the same fate. But right now, A.J. Brown sounds like he could be the next Chris Johnson of that game if they lose. But anyways, yeah, Baltimore Ravens, they have all these questionable players. Players that they have to keep their eyes on. Because a few of them could spell disaster for the Ravens. I mean, seriously. Which could break first? Lamar Jackson's losing streak in the playoffs, or the road game winning streak? That's right, Lamar Jackson is 0-2 in his playoff appearances. They're both at home, and his last loss was against the Tennessee Titans in his home turf, 28-12. But here's the thing. Titans, they have something to fight for because of that road game victory streak. So, yeah. If the Titans don't win, it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing. They gave Tannehill and Henry that big money for nothing. I mean, seriously, what the heck is going on here? Plus, Titans, they have another reason. Some of the most terrible defenses on a team ended up making the Super Bowl. Could Tennessee Titans be one of them this year? Giants, Saints, Broncos. They all had one thing in common with making the Super Bowl with terrible defenses. Anyways, that defense needs to step up. They have to be careful what they do with A.J. Brown. They also have to be hope Gostkowski is back in running because he had COVID, because he was on the COVID-19 list last week, so they had to rely on Sam Sloman. For Tennessee Titans to pull this off, they got to unleash King Henry. They got to restore that defense. They got to restore that defense. Not make it come down to an overtime game like they did in week 11. This is a must-win game for the Titans, not just to move on to the playoffs, but to also end that road game winning streak. You became the AFC champions. You cannot afford to lose to the Ravens. I mean, seriously, Ravens may be on a 5-game winning streak, but 4 of those were from easy opponents. 4 of them were easy opponents. The only one that was not easy was the Cleveland Browns, which I live streamed, by the way. Anyways, you won't be getting an actives report from me on both games since I'll be doing those 2 games. Anyways, my final prediction score is the Tennessee Titans 34, Baltimore Ravens 31. I'm cutting it to a close second. But now comes this. Tighten it up, people. Let's show the world our Tennessee spirit. See you all on Saturday for Colts and Bills, but I'll see all you Tennessee Titans fans Sunday when I do the Ravens. When I do the game against the Ravens.